Hi guys, this is Larrissa with Be You Beautiful One. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. I'm excited to share with you my planner lineup for the remainder of 2020. Let's go ahead and get started. First, I want to share with you my Hobonichi weeks. And I'm excited to go ahead and continue in this particular planner. This is my purse planner for whenever I do venture out outside of my home. I love this planner because it's so petite, slim, easy to carry, and I like that I have plenty of room to write in my daily appointments and so forth. And then on this side, I can take notes. So this is really good for like if I'm going to my doctor's appointment, if I got a meeting, or so forth. And I can also refer to my appointments that I have in the future in this particular book, because I try to put my appointments in this one as well as my regular planner. But that way, when I'm talking to the doctor or whoever else and I'm setting up meetings, I have something to refer to without carrying around my larger planners. And then this side is just great for notes, lists, and so forth. And I really love it for when I'm out on the go. Well, not right now, but normally if I'm out on the go and I see that there is like an event that's coming up, I can take out this planner and write down my notes right here and have something to refer to, and I know that it's all in one place. So although I do not have a lot of outside activity right now, I will be decorative planning in this particular planner no matter what. So because at the end of this year I plan to use a different planner or a new one of these. I haven't decided yet, but I want to be able to still reflect back on this planner and say, ooh, this spread was so pretty. And if I don't have any plans, I just don't have any plans. I could just say, well, due to the pandemic, I was still stuck in a house, and that of itself is telling. So, okay, so that's my Hobonichi Weeks and my Foxy Fix planner. And then this one is my scripture writing planner. I started this one at the beginning of the year and I plan to continue to use it. And what I like to do is for the monthly view, I like to go ahead and write in the scripture references, especially if I'm using like a scripture plan. I'll go ahead and write in which scripture goes in for what day. And then I will also say which scripture writing plan that I am using, like up here at the top or on the side, and the focus or subject of that particular scripture writing plan. And then that way I have like an index of what scriptures I was writing and the references already to it. So that way if I'm like, you know what, I remember this scripture is in Psalm chapter 3, but I can't remember the verse. And I remember that it was on something about, prosperity or whatever. And I can say, oh, that's what it was. Psalm 3, verse so and so. And I wrote it out on day 8, and I could turn to day 8. So yeah, that's how I plan to use the monthly view. And then again, this is a horizontal layout, and I really enjoy using the horizontal layout for my writing out each individual scripture because I feel like it gives me enough room to write. A lot of people use the faith planners that are vertical style, and that doesn't work for me because I write big and I will run out of room. But I really enjoy the horizontal layout. So I do decorate in this. I probably will begin to show you how I decorate in this planner to set up for my scripture writing on a weekly basis. but I just need to look at the timing that I have to do that in. So that's my scripture writer planner. And then this one is my book club planner, which I'm very excited about because I've had this since, I believe, March, right when the pandemic started. I had just got the book and then everything just went crazy. So this was like wow, because I remember debating about whether I wanted to get it or not. And I decided to go ahead and get it because I was able to get it at a really good sale price. In fact, I got the Happy Notes as well because I didn't know if I wanted the Happy Notes or the planner. I was like, I'll return one or the other. And I just decided that it was not priority enough for me to venture outside. So I kept both of them. And yeah, so I think the time to return anything has well expired. So this one is just a Happy Notes with I didn't even take off but it just has line papers. So, and it's a cute planner. It's a cute cover, so I really like the cover a lot. But the planner itself is really cute. It's very colorful, and I like that there's goals here. I won't be using financial goals or career goals or personal goals in here, but if I have like books that are geared towards that, I may list them there, but I doubt if I will even use these 2 pages. So, and here is like where I could index like the books that I'm reading if I wanted to do that. As I read them, I could say, yeah, in October I read 3 books and here are what they are. And that way I can figure out where to go to within my planner to find out any notes or references that I have made towards that book. So that's what I thought about using this for. And then these dashboards in here are so cute. I already did a flip through this, so I won't be doing that today, but the currently page I think is a good page to use. Here I'm going to notate like which books I plan to read for the month, and then I'm probably gonna write out some milestones. There are things, I just joined a brand new book club that started like a couple of months ago, and so I will probably write down any tasks that are assigned to us in this area, such as maybe selecting a book, or the book that was selected, I need to buy it, or if I need to submit questions or ideas, that kind of stuff as well. So, and anything else that I just need to make note of. If I do find out about any of the birthdays from our book club, I'll start writing those here on the currently pages so I can transfer them to the month as well. So now within the actual monthly view, what I plan to do with the monthly view is I would like to write down the name of the book on the day that I started and how many pages it is that I've read that day and the time frame that it took for me to read that page. That's what I would like to do. And this will just sort of help me to monitor like how much I'm reading and contributing to my reading time, because right now all of my reading is more for classwork or Bible study and devotionals, that kind of stuff. And so it's been a while since I really just truly cracked open a book for pleasure. And so this is more so for pleasure, for leisure reading versus constructive or reading for like my classroom or Bible study. So these would be books that are just geared towards just to read books, books that I am interested in. or books that are suggested by the book club. And so every day I want to try to read a little bit at a time to build up my ability to consume a lot of information at one time. Right now, I'm used to stopping and taking down notes and restarting again and so forth. I'm more research based. So yeah, I want to increase my speed in reading and being able to retain. So I'll be using tools for that as well. And then that way I can refer back to my monthly view really quick and see, okay, did I invest time in reading in this book? And how much time did I invest, and am I being consistent or not? And then this is a horizontal planner. So what I would like to do each day that I read, I would like to provide a summary of what I read, highlights, how it made me feel, did I learn anything, what questions do I have, which I think will be really good for when I meet up with my book club, because trying to reflect on what you read at that appointed time can be a little bit like hard to do. But sometimes it's really nice to be able to refer back to your notes and to your pages and say, oh, you guys remember this? Well, I had a question about that. What do you guys think about it? Or something to that effect. Or I had a similar experience. So that's what I would like to do each day that I read. I would like to provide a summary, how long I read, any questions, any high points, low points, anything that I could personally relate to it. I would like to write in these, as well as quotes that I would like to make note of. So that's that. Okay. And then this planner is my social media planner. I have been using this planner since the beginning of this year. It is the Homebody dashboard planner, and sometimes I'm bad about using the monthly planner, but I'm trying to improve on that because it will help me better plan what I want to post to my social media platforms. And so what I'm thinking about is like putting my topics so I can like have consistency in the different topics that I have. Maybe Sundays are going to be for a certain topic, Monday and Tuesday they'll have their own topics, or doing it weekly. But either way, I sort of have an idea of the things that I'm discussing and posting on my monthly planner. Not detailed at all, just quick review to get like an overall bird's eye view of what I am doing on my platforms. And then here is the dashboard layout itself. It covers 2 pages, and for the most part, besides this decorative piece up here and the color elements, this is a pretty neutral planner. I got it towards the end of last year, and now they are producing more planners that basically have no color, no decorative elements. And I thought about getting a new one for just that purpose, but I was like, why? So my goal is to start producing more Plan With Me videos. I sort of slacked off a little bit. Things got crazy, and there goes some of my Plan With Me. So hopefully I'll be able to reintroduce more of those on a consistent basis, but I plan to use this until the end of the year. And then this planner is a happy planner that I picked up at the end of the year, I believe, of last year, and it is a vertical planner. And I honestly have not been using this the way that I had intended to. I thought I would be having using this for different business opportunities, but I find that I use my regular planners for that. Maybe down the line I will have find more of a need to have a separate planner, but I think right now so many different planners can be overwhelming, especially when they tie and overlap to each other. So I like to make for sure I have separate functions for my planner, and I just don't have enough activity to use a planner just for that, especially since I'm in the inside and all of these were new adventure that I was planning to do this year. Not to say I'm not still doing them, but I just don't have such an aggressive need for a specified planner for that. I just use my regular planners for now. And so this is a vertical planner, and what I plan to use this for is just strictly creative purposes. Just to hone in on some of my planning skills, because this is basically the only vertical planner that I have, and I love decorating in my vertical planner. I like planning in my vertical planner, but I like my other planners better as far as the horizontal layout is concerned. But I love decorating and so forth. So I probably will still do my plan with me's with this planner as well, but I will be able to have more freedom in my decorative skills because I'm not necessarily using it for a particular planner. Okay. All right. Next up is I want to introduce this little bullet journal that I got a couple of months ago, but was trying to figure out really how I wanted to use it. I really love the bullet journal community and how they set up their bullet journal. I love the freedom in decorating and so forth, whether you use stickers or not. And so I want to go ahead and explore my bullet journal capabilities. I'm not a very good artist, but I love to doodle, and bullet journals, they use a lot of doodling, so I figure that it's okay for me to use my doodling. Some of them are just have beautiful artwork. It's like a museum. But I'm at the beginning stages, so I could draw stick figures really well, but I have to show you some of my doodling, which is what I plan to do, show you some of my creativeness, because actually I have done artwork before. I love to paint. But putting that on a smaller scale in a booklet is different for me. And so I want to hone in on more of my artist side of my talents and skills and see what I can come up with. I like to paint, but drawing is still not one of my best things to do. So this bullet journal is just a dot bullet journal. I want to practice my doodling, some of my artistry skills, how to set up a calendar, how to set up pages like a planner. And I want to share this with you guys so that I can record my journey into being better and improving towards the end of the year, so I have something to look back on and say, you know what, girl, you really did good. You've improved. So I may or may not show it all the time, but I probably will do like a flip through of it, and then I probably may take you through some quote unquote plan with me to show you what I'm learning and how I'm developing my skill. My handwriting will also be in this, where I will practice my handwriting skills and so forth. Yep. So that's that. And I love it because it gives you the freedom to be you. There's nothing in here that says I have to use what's already provided for. So I love that. Okay. Now, to these 3 planners. These are Erin Condren products. And I have decided, after having a long discussion with myself, that I'm going to go ahead and use the products that I've purchased. Like many of you guys, I do not get anything for free. I purchase everything that I own. Only one thing have I received for free, and I've done a review on that. But otherwise, everything that I get, I have purchased. And so all of these were purchased out of my income, and I purchased them because I wanted to invest in me. I wanted to invest in the quality and how I use my planner. And to me, these are like quote unquote my adulting planners. Even though I still use stickers and everything in there, there's just a certain level of professionalism that comes with this particular planner system, and the quality of paper is like top notch. And so because I invested into myself, it's hard for me just to say I'm going to throw these away or not use them to help me plan out different areas of my life. And I also purchased them with the mindset of doing plan with me's on my channel and posting to my Instagram and Facebook and so forth. So when I say that this was an investment, I researched the planners and planner systems that I wanted to invest into for myself. And I kept coming back to this system. And so when everything happened this month, I was burdened about what I wanted to do. In one situation, I wanted to say, I'm getting rid of everything. In another situation or scenario, I'm just like, these are things that I now have ownership of, that I purchased, that I cannot return. And I like them. And so I at least want to use them until I am ready to release them. 2 of these items have not been used at all yet, and one of them I still have a plethora of things that are new that I have not owned yet that belongs to this petite planning system. So for me, this does not mean that I condone any behavior. It does not mean that I am saying that I agree with the behavior of Erin Condren. I am totally against it, but I also am not willing to just randomly throw away my products at this particular time. I want to use them, and so I am. Now, keep in mind that I also am researching other planners that I would like to use. I had thought about buying planners right now to use, but I felt like I would be spending my money on like products or something that I just truly did not want. And there goes again my income, and I'm on a budget, and I'm going to use my products. So, so with that being said, when I do my plan with me's, I will refer to this as my daily petite planner and my daily planner and my horizontal planner, without the labels of the brand. And I will do that going forward. And is up for grabs. If I find a product that I truly am interested in replacing these items before the year out, then I will do that. But I know that a lot of people are in the same boat that I am. We are not affiliates of of Erin Condren, we do not get paid to have their products, and we are not given their products. So there are people who are in that situation with me and who feel in a position to go ahead and make a decision and be at peace with it. So there you have it. But with that being said, this is my petite planner. The setup, I'm still in my June setup right now, so I didn't switch it out yet. But I do have my daily planner that because I have a daily duo, I'm going to switch this daily planner just more to work related things to note, to document, and so forth. And then also in here I have my wellness planner, my budget planner, and a checklist of items. It's like a checklist book. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. So I'm trying to figure out how to better use that or to replace it with something else altogether. But I absolutely love this. I love the covers, and I just love when my pens go with it too. So my Villa Beautiful pen. So here is my daily duo. I will refer to this as my daily planner. Any plan with me's that I do. For the month of July, I will begin to use this particular planner. It is a page per day planner that has an hourly schedule, and it has like a dotted line for like your half an hour appointments and meetings and so forth. But it gives you like an hourly schedule to work by, and then you have your to-do list, and then a free space where you want to put whatever it is that you want to put. And so I will be doing plan with me's and how-tos in this particular planner for the remainder of the year. And then I have also decided to get another horizontal planner that begins in July as well. It comes with the productivity pages. And also what I really am excited about is the actual horizontal layout for this planner. It's very neutral, which is one thing I love about it. And I did a flip through of this if you want to see it. I do have a flip through in one of my previous videos, but yeah, this is one thing I was really excited about is the neutral layout of this planner. So I will be using this as my catch-all planner, and again, any plan with me's that I do with this will be simply labeled as horizontal planners. So yeah, I am still looking for what planners to use to replace the system once I have finished with this system. And then because you know the funny thing about it is that Happy Planner also has some issues this month, and I heard some other organizations within the planner community has some issues. And so I am just wanting to take my time to research and really pick something that I would appreciate and enjoy and want to invest into. And so I'm just slowing down so that I can make the best decision for me and any social media platforms that I have as of this time. So, but that is another reason why I decided to do the bullet journaling, so that if by the end of the year I say I don't want anybody, by 2021 I should be ready to go as a bullet journal and creating my own spreads entirely. So there are options that I plan to utilize and take advantage of. So thank you so much for joining me. Please feel free to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you could get notification anytime I go live or post new videos. And I will see you in July. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.